So there are disadvantages like we went through, and I just want to put them in a little perspective, because often they are not, people have knee-jerk reactions, it's going to have so much of a problem with data, I can't implement this, or it's going to be this expensive, how do I know what my ROI is? So I just want to take a moment and talk about what exactly is it when you look at them in the right perspective. So when we have an implementation which is expensive, it is more than offset by the advantages that the ERP offers, because now you have a lot of rationalization. You are saving a lot of money by not having to monitor or maintain multiple systems which require multiple resources. You have information available to everyone right away, and that helps better decision making. And then you have the most ERP systems implementations are very successful when change management is done well. I think one of the biggest areas for a successful ERP implementation is the buy-in and involvement of business. Because at the end of the day, an ERP is not about systems, it's not about IT, it's not about coding, it's about business processes. So if the business is not involved, their buy-in is going to be low. And that can obviously be a big challenge to any organization. A lot of companies have complained because of this very reason. When it was time to involve the business in the projects, quite often they put their people forward in that project who are most dispensable for them, who are not, whom the boss didn't like, or who the person was, redundant anyway. And those are the people who they send them to the ERP project. Obviously, that was not the right thing to do, and those people did not have the required knowledge or the required motivation to be a good part of the project involvement. And a lot of projects haven't done well because of that reason. So involvement of business is paramount in this. Not only the IT people, but also all the people who are responsible for those business processes that are going to be implemented in that ERP. A very high level of documentation of customized areas is necessary for maintenance. Once you implement an ERP and the ERP integrator is gone, and you don't have the right documentation, at least at a high level, of what the customizations were done, it can be a big headache to sort them out because nobody knows where to begin, and you have to keep debugging the system, and that's a lot of frustration. And implementation time can be cut down significantly. Gone are the days when it used to take years for ERPs to set up. Today, a medium-sized company of about 100 to 200 people can have an ERP set up in about, I dare say, 4 to 5 months, but I think it's possible. I have seen cases like that happening. Limited functionality, maybe 4 or 5 different modules, maybe not all, but it's very possible, and using the agile methodology, which does come very beneficial. But as I said earlier, it can't really be 100% panacea for any ERP implementation, just because of the nature of the ERP industry. However, it's the gestation cycles or the implementation cycles are not the way they used to be earlier.